Damn, I need to fucking shave. What's up, fuckers? It's time for another episode of Wannabe Rapper Reacts. But instead of this being a typical Wannabe Rapper Reacts video, I'm doing something I promised in my very first Wannabe Rapper Reacts video before I called it that. It was called James Reacts to Next Apollo Journey featuring Neil Antonio White. Now, if you are a big fan of this channel, you'll know I did that a long time ago now, 2-3 months ago, no, longer than that, a year ago almost. And because of the fact that Apollo recently messaged me, because me and him are kind of homies, not really, but kind of homies, he messaged me recently, a couple days ago before Christmas, and said that he'll have a new song for me to review, react to, whatever, when in mid-January. So to kind of prepare for that, I am here using my new reaction video style to react to this fucking album. Now, technically, this is both I wouldn't really call this a reaction video. This is more of a review. This is my very first album review, and that's going to be the name of the series. It's going to be called Album Review, or Wannabe Album Review, something along those lines. So, we're going to start this. This is Color State of Mind. It's about a half hour long. I'm going to skip the first track because there's already a dedicated reaction video to that. I'm going to be breaking down, I'm going to be talking about the highs and the lows, and I'm going to be talking about my favorites, my least favorites, what could have been better, what could have been worse. So, this is on SoundCloud. I'll drop a link to it. Don't worry about that. I'll leave a link to my original reaction to the first song, and I'll leave links to the playlist. If you want to message me with reaction requests, let me know in the comments or on Twitter, which will also be in the description. And we're going to sit here. I don't want to make this intro too long. So, we've already listened to Journey. And so we're going to listen to the most popular song off this album, Day and Night, featuring Young Plague. I'm going to guess that's how he pronounces it. It has, on SoundCloud, it has 350 listens, which is, I suppose, a lot, considering, when most of these other ones have, the only other big one is Journey, which is 100, almost 200 views, listens, whatever. So we're going to sit here, we're going to do this. It's been a bit, but I've still got all my typical shit. I've got my rifle, just in case something is garbage. I don't expect it to be garbage. Like I said, me and Paulo are we're kind of buddies, so I'm not too hyped. I'm not expecting this to be bad. I'm expecting this to actually be really good. Let's see, what else do I feel like? It's been a bit since I've actually done a video, so I don't really know what else I need to say. So let's just jump into it. So this is Day and Night. I'm listening on SoundCloud, so... Alright. First things first, this beat is nice so far. So this is a reaction / review, I guess? Not a big fan of the effect on the voice, but you know. Sounds kind of like far away. Didn't rhyme. I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. I don't want to listen to the entirety of every song because that'll make this video way too fucking long. But I do want to... So far, not a bad song. Let me skip ahead. Get into the chorus. If that's Young Plague, he doesn't sound too different, but you know, I'm not gonna complain too much. Usually you can tell which one's, like, when, if you remember from my Journey reaction, Neil Antonio White just utter fucking killed the track, so. Okay, we got a little beat switch, fade out, I guess you would call it. Maybe it's leading into a third. That's Young Plague. That is definitely Young Plague. You can tell he has a very different voice from Apollo. And Apollo, I love Apollo. He is my boy. He does so much good shit. But, and I think this is either his first or second, like, EP album style shit on SoundCloud. I think it might be his first. And it's fucking great, just from the first 2 songs alone.
Something different. I'll try this new shit. Better hope that y'all listen. Cause only we know that this life isn't easy. But once I grip the mic, I gotta say something different. It ain't nothing new. Man,
I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. It's very quiet.
Round it is what it is. Man, we on a killing spree. I hope you understand. Please don't go and mess with me. Man, we'll bring you to your...
That effect right there on the beat, I don't know if it was supposed to drown out his voice, but it did.
My homies got my back. They hold me like a bitch. What more is there to say? Just like Apollo said. I'll see you back in May. You're rising night and day, yeah. Looking on these tracks every day.
Okay, so all in all, if you read the description to this album, he says this is a journey into his grind to become a better artist, rapper, and person. And you can see that already with Journey being kind of a, you know, underdog punch-up story. You know, he's starting to start, and then Day and Night seems to be more of a, like a more typical look into that kind of stuff. You know, he's been working on these tracks day and night, that kind of stuff. So maybe this'll continue kind of the story. I don't know if this is supposed to be story based or not, but I don't know. So this next one is NM Help, or I'm gonna guess New Mexico Help, because if you did not know, Next Apollo is from New Mexico. I'm an Arizona guy, so that means, of course, we're pretty close. So of course, I got kind of a bond, especially since New Mexico looks exactly like Arizona. If you've ever been through New Mexico and Arizona, like within a brief period of each other. Alright, New Mexico Help featuring Trees of the 505 and C-Mac, and this is produced by Junior Beats. It's a pretty good start up to the beat. Skip ahead a little bit. Cause it always seems like his intros are fucking long as hell.
Tacos in the next Apollo. You're witnessing the Latino presence. Tacos in the air when you smell that essence. So
that's a good first bar. I don't know if this was intentional, but he says, Latino presence, tacos in the air, you can smell that essence. I don't know if that's supposed to be like an essay line, because that's fucking hilarious.
witnessing the Latino presence. Tacos in the air when you smell that essence. So hot from the seat, I got a fever. Teach your lessons like an English teacher. I can teach you your adjectives.
As always, I'm going to point this out. The rhymes are kind of weird sometimes. They feel like there's too many syllables in one line. This is a bit older, 4 or 5 months old or so. So he's probably advanced since then. I haven't heard a new song from him in a while, but he did say he's going to have a new song for me in January, so I will definitely fuck with that.
Verbs, similes like a good rapper rapping words. Even through failure, I got so much verve. Driving into these bars, I gotta swerve. I don't mess with beef like all these vegans. Spicing.
Okay, very basic bar, but I can stand by that.
My environment with seasons. Most people now come and rap for no reason. My purpose is now repping my region. The 575 is our area code. The borderland.
Okay, I don't know who that is, because that's definitely not Apollo. I don't know these other two guys, so I can't really say.
But I'd rather.
I don't know if that's a sample or if that's like a person. that a chick on the song? That sounds like a chick on the song. I must get back 5 seconds to see. Yeah, that's definitely a chick on the song. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna look up Trees of the 505 and see Mac, because I do not know who those are. Trees of the 505. Yeah, that's Trees of the 505. That is the chick on the song. I'll leave links to as many of these people as I can find. Twitter links, SoundCloud links, YouTube links. That's gonna be a big description. So, let's continue with this. I'm excited to see what this chick has to say.
It's my expression, actually I'm in that time stress. Will I censor me, please? I've been looking for press. Come at me, get freeze, that's my sub-zero threat. I've been working out, burning out, and minding my own. Don't mind whatever else that you heard on your own, cause I'm the source that you need. A beautiful breed, like a geode in a rock, crack it open in the sea. Don't be basic Colorado, get your chili mess. I'm from a land where the heat'll just burn out your chest. Prepare when we meet, got your will done yet? I'm just being polite, but the thrill's real set. I have to kill, I'm a wreck. Nah, I don't chill. I just come to collect. So give me my.
Okay, all in all, this is maybe my favorite song off the album so far. Apollo, you got a... No, it's C-Mac. So the first one was Apollo. It just did not sound like him. Which is good. I did like the new sound. I like the new sound on that one. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe this is Apollo. I can't remember. It's been a long time. I do like this sound. Alright, so that was NM Help. I do like this one a lot. It might be my favorite song off the album. I think both Trees of the 505 and C-Mac are pretty good. Apollo is great on this song, so we're moving on. Chronic, in all caps, featuring Chago, is it Chago or Hago? I'm not sure. Anyway, The Wanderer, Jago? I don't know. Okay, it is produced by Karma Beats, C-A-R-M-A, which is also how I spell my dog's name, so... coincidence.
Patience. Working hard takes a little patience. Takes time with a little maintenance. Floor better flows, rhymes, and cadence. Keep yourself from becoming tainted. Better yet to stay motivated. To ignore my recent frustrations. I keep going because this my passion. That's how we keep taking the action. Even when the pay is a fraction. Dirt's loose so we get better traction. Hey, practice to get touchdowns like Madden. Dreams turn true like wishes from Aladdin. The question becomes what just happened. You're unknown and you go back to my...
I said I'm working hard on my craft.
That auto-tune is terrible. But this does sound like the most well-produced one so far. I like it. I do like it a lot. So far, this is a pretty good one as well. I'll talk about my favorites and least favorites at the end. So let's move on to. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna listen to all of it, especially since I know that these videos are not gonna get a lot of views or likes or anything. Because as much as I love my boy Apollo, he's not super duper popular. But I did make a promise that I was gonna do this, and I don't fucking back down no matter how late this is.
So I never need favors.
I'm gonna listen to the rest of that later on my own while I do other shit. So this is Ain't the Plan featuring DRVVN or Druin? I don't know. It's produced by Kofi Cooks. That's him. It sounds like something that I could play on the radio right now, so...
Fast so I can be a star. Even though mark, yeah, we gotta leave some mark. Yeah, this the relay race, racing in some carts. Yep, the muscle much of guns fall off to fight it.
Okay, that one's okay. This is okay, we're gonna move on. I don't want to spend too much more time because I already spent a lot of time on the first four. Well, first three, because I did an entire video on Journey. So, Understand, featuring Kev Keys and Des the Influence, produced by Junior Beats. He has the most productions on this. He does 3, 6, and 7. So, and once again, he just has the best beats on here. I like that ting.
I grind like I got nothing to lose, so I can't have time off when I choose. Some of us pay off our dues, but I owe nothing like I'm Zeus. Starting off with a good foundation.
Apollo, if you're watching this, that ain't that Zeus line right there.
I owe nothing like I'm Zeus.
I owe nothing like I'm Zeus line. Could you elaborate on that, please? Because I have a couple different things it could be, but I don't want to jump to conclusions, especially since, you know.
Starting off with a good foundation.
Okay, let's give it a couple times so I can listen to the other two fuckers in the song. I fucking love this. Is a good one too.
Feeling it's my time. They need to pack up. I'm a new design. T1000, best of 1,000, and out of 1,000, I'm #1. If you
I like the setup, but the punch fell short.
Don't think I'm one, then you're done. You don't beat up your other in the prison.
This chorus is great though.
Need to put in your 2 cents.
Another chick. There's 2 chicks on this album, and I don't know a lot of female rappers, and fuck, both of them have been great so far. And I've heard less than a second of. I'm gonna guess this is just the influence based on how I know about a guy named Kev. Kev is usually short for Kevin, so you know. This is not usually like my other videos where I break down every bar, and that's mainly because I might do separate reactions / breakdowns of these songs. If you want that, let me know. Because I'm already writing out one that'll be coming out in the future. So.
That's me. I know they do, but that don't mean they in my shoes. They could never ever do it like I do. I stay humble. Puro trabajo, never had much, but I treat.
Nice into. What is the fucking word? Nice use of Spanish.
Life like I had it all. I give more than I receive, but my kindness, no, you can't have it all. Look, in the first grade, selling candy like some dope. Race to always keep it pushing, no excuses. I'm 2 steps ahead, that's why I always leave them clueless. Hand me the mic, let me.
Alright, I'm gonna move on because I don't want to spend here another 20 minutes sitting here to listen to that one song in particular. So this next one is what the album's named after. Color Set of Mine. I'm not exactly sure exactly what that means in context for the album. Maybe Apollo can talk to me about it. This is also produced by Junior Beats.
This a different state of mind. This ain't only one of his kind.
Oh, this is I forgot to mention this is featuring Fugi 100. Fugi 100. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fugi 100.
The styles combined, I'm trying to define what is mine. Divine grind to make a voice mine. What is this design?
This is the clearest his voice has come through on this entire album so far, and I love it.
Shining. What is he wanted from rhyming? What are his goals after grinding? Will he blow up like a firework? Or will he be too tired to work? That's why I put in the framework so a fan base knows his main perk. Now I'll put in the break, big crowds round buzz. I have to keep my head above, even without the love. Look in the mirror like I got ya. In the perfect place, flowing color of state. Now move, give me space. I have to keep my head above, even. I'm without rules, feeling low.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one just because I don't want to listen to that chorus again. This is Oasis Fountain. This is not featuring anyone. Doesn't say any production notes. This is gonna be a full-on just Apollo, and sometimes that's the best shit in the album. Is the just by themselves shit. Which is probably why I saved it for last.
I keep my 10 toes down, my head in the clouds. Oasis found. Oasis found.
Okay, I'm gonna leave a little bit of backstory based on what I know. Next, I'll talk about I think there's a deeper meaning to this album, and I'll break that down in the next couple minutes.
Staying homegrown, shooting space bound. Oasis found, oasis found. Sitting on the top, looking down like an eagle. I'm shooting fire in the desert like a deagle. I keep my hustle hard, better yet I keep it legal. Watch it in a cinema, it will be a regal. They say they are in their head, man, they are stuck in bed. I'll be working double to get a little bread. Drawing shooters' eyes now, looking at the new thread. But the devil watching you on me straight.
That's a good sample.
And that shit was whack, he being too descriptive. But they said in people's flows, they be too addictive. They tryna run me out, turn me to a fugitive.
Oh, it's not a sample, it's a fucking ad-lib machine. It kind of sounded like the fucking, kind of sounded like Will Smith in YouTube Rewind 2018, that's hot. That's hot. Someone make a I know Jax Films did, but someone use that as like a sample in the background of one of their songs. I will fucking pay money for that shit.
But this creative has been too lucrative.
Alright, and we're gonna leave that one there. So, let's talk about this. This album is pretty goddamn good. This is gonna be the start of a series, so I want to start off strong. Let's start here. Journey, I love. Journey is great. Day and Night is okay. NM Help is probably my second favorite song on this album. So we're going to talk about what was good, what was bad, my favorites and my least favorites. Firstly, the good part, the lyrics, for the most part, are pretty good. There are some duds here and there, but that's to be expected. It's a full-on album. Not everything's going to be fucking perfect. The audio, the beats, great. On all 8 songs are fucking great. The choruses, for the most part, save for one, are pretty goddamn good. The features, all of them, save for like 2, are great. So, what didn't work on this album? The audio mixing. Some of the songs sounded like the beat took precedence over the vocals, which, understandable. This is your first, maybe second album. And it's not bad. I mean, this was released, the 21st of August or something like that? Not too long ago, 4 months or so. Yeah, a little over 4 months old. So that means my last video was about 4 months ago. Okay. But, besides that, most of the audio mixing was fine. Color State of Mind had probably the clearest I've ever heard Apollo. What didn't work on here as well, the choruses on tracks 5, Ain't the Plan, and track 7, Color State of Mind, are not good. I'm gonna state that right now. Not great. I did not like them. But it's for different people, you know, I'm not gonna be too bad. What else didn't work? It's hard, because there's not a lot of bad stuff in this album. I mean, for it being an up-and-coming rapper, from New Mexico, probably with not much recording equipment, it was not bad. I liked it a lot. So, my favorites and my least favorites. My favorite song on here is Understand. It is great. Apollo comes out clear. Both of the features are pretty good. The beat is great. My least favorite is actually a hard one. Because all of them are good, but I think Day and Night is my least favorite. And the only and that's stiff competition. And the only reason Color State of Mind is not my least favorite, even though its chorus is terrible, is the lyrics. From just the little bit I've heard were great, so I can understand. The reason Day and Night's bad is even though the lyrics and the beat and everything is not bad, it just feels like the beat's overplaying the vocals, and I just can't get behind that. So besides that, let's talk about deeper meaning here. From what he said in the description is that it is a journey into him being an up-and-coming rapper. And most of the songs seem to fit that, save for one, and I'll talk about that in a second. Journey seems to be him doing, he's coming up, he's doing the punch-up, he's not very far yet, but it's his start. It's the start of the journey. Day and Night is him working about it. NM Help is him getting people like Neil Antonio White, Young Plague, Trees, C-Mac, and all of them to come and help him. He's getting help from people, specifically in this song from New Mexico, to help him move further. Ain't the Plan seems to be mostly about how he thinks he's going up, but a lot of people think a lot of people are against that, and that ain't his plan. That's not his plan. Understand seems to follow a lot of the same logic, so I can kind of group it there. Color State of Mind is kind of like, I guess, the song that kind of started this album idea. And then Oasis Found is kind of the end to it. He's quote unquote found his oasis. He's found the place that he can sit down, he can be considered a good rapper. The only one that I don't really have a plot centric idea for is Chronic, but maybe it's like he's smoking. I don't know. Or maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe Apollo can talk to me about that. So all in all, this is my first album review. This album is great. On a rating scale, I give it maybe a 3.5 out of 4. 3.5 out of 5. It's not the most amazing thing I've ever heard. It's definitely not gonna be my favorite album of 2019. Maybe could be. There's not a lot of good albums come out in 2019. That's not true either. But it's definitely pretty good. I will listen to this. I think this will be one of the only reasons I use SoundCloud, because I don't use it a lot, save for like Mike Posner remixes that are on Spotify. That's true. Or like remixes for Jack's Films bullshit, which is also true. But yeah, this might be one of the only reasons I use SoundCloud, and that's a fucking perk if I've ever heard one. All in all, pretty good. I love it. It's pretty great. And I think it's a good start to his career, and I hope that he improves. I gave him some advice in my last reaction video, my last, reaction to him, and he seemed to took it to heart based on what he was saying. So, yeah. So with that, I end this video. So, as per usual, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Leave a comment if you want me to react or review something. If you want me to be part of your song, I have an email, or you can message me on Twitter. Besides that, see you guys in the next video. Ciao, motherfuckers. Stay out the halls. Be good people.